Everyone's saying that YouTube declared war on AI videos. Faceless channels are dead, AI voices are banned, only real creators will be able to make money. But here's the thing, most of what you're hearing is complete BS. What's actually happening has nothing to do with banning AI content and everything to do with something that YouTube has been trying to solve for years. And when you see what it really is, everything about this update will make sense. I've been tracking it since it dropped, I've read the actual policy changes, and I work with business owners that use AI tools to make videos daily. So here's what YouTube actually changed, what's safe versus what's at risk, why they're doing it right now, and most importantly, how to protect yourself and keep making money. First, let's cut through the noise and see what really tangibly changed. So YouTube updated their monetization policy on July 15th. But even before that, there was a lot of buzz online about the update. Partly because YouTube was pretty vague about it, they weren't specific, people just didn't know what's gonna happen, and the other part is just your casual online people inducing scarcity on each other and fear-mongering about stuff. The focus of the update was getting rid, or at least demonetizing, low-quality, mass-produced, unoriginal AI content. So we're not talking about AI content in general that has some creative components, we're talking about AI garbage content. Yes, I said garbage content. YouTube wanted to demonetize the spam content that's flooding the platform. And if you watch YouTube shorts like I do, I consume a lot of content on YouTube, I've seen that there's been a lot of unoriginal, just trashy content that I just go, scroll through that doesn't really happen on, let's say, Instagram or TikTok. And I'm sure some of you guys are right now thinking, who are they? Who is YouTube to say what's original and what's unoriginal? What's mass-produced and what's not mass-produced? What's good content, quality content, and what's not good quality content? Isn't that subjective? And where's the bar between unoriginal and original? Where's the clear difference? Can we even make it? And I hear that question, and that's an important question. But I'm just gonna stand and look at you like this. And I'm gonna say, you know what's good content and what's original content and what bad content looks like. You just know it. But if you're still not happy about it and if you disagree, I totally get you. But let's take a step back and I'll tell you my worldview on this situation because I think it's important. YouTube has been giving us this luxury of posting or watching entertainment or education videos for years. And I really think that we're getting more value from YouTube than it does from us. Of course, we watch some ads, but they're not that long and it's not that bad and you can do it for free. So I'm pretty grateful for all of that. And because they have like a 17-year experience, am I right? I don't know, tell me, of watching videos, I think they can decide better than me and you of what's quality and what's not quality, and what's original and what's not original, and what they want on the platform, which is the most important thing because it's their platform, and what they don't want on the platform. So that's just my take on it. But here's where the whole thing gets really interesting. The misinformation about the update is more viral than the update itself. Before the update even got out in June, there was speculation, and the word on the street was, and I'm gonna state this right, that starting July 15th, channels that do not meaningfully transform clips risk losing monetization, and that includes reaction channels, compilation pages, and more. But it's good that everything I just read right here is totally fake, and reaction and compilation channels and other channels that do those types of content don't need to worry about because all of this is fake. And I'm gonna tell you one more example of fake stuff right now. The perfect example of this misinformation comes from an account called Dexerto on Twitter that posted claiming YouTube will only monetize creators using their real voice and original content. And the actual Team YouTube account, the verified account on Twitter, responded on replies and corrected him, calling the information false. So this is the exact misinformation type that we're dealing with here. People posting only for likes or maybe being wrong or maybe speculating, which we don't need. But the question remains, why is YouTube doing this right now? Why not sooner or why not later update these guidelines and policies? First, of course, YouTube guidelines and policies have not been updated for some time. That is a fact and they should be updated. But I think I have the answer to the real question of why right now. And you'll tell me if I'm right. It's just a guess. I think that YouTube realized that AI automations and AI systems got really easy to use and really sophisticated with the tools like N8N and ChatGPT and other AI automation tools. That right now we have hundreds of content farms in India, Pakistan, Vietnam, and these low-income countries that are just trying to milk the shit out of the YouTube algorithm and milk the money out of YouTube's pockets, and YouTube doesn't like that. And the result of that is hundreds of thousands of low effort, or millions even, of low effort, unoriginal, valueless videos flooding the whole platform. And as I said, when I scroll YouTube shorts, a lot of these videos pop up and just ruin the user experience for me on YouTube. But here's where YouTube kind of gets contradictory in their actions and kind of weird, because YouTube is cracking down on AI content that's unoriginal and that's trash. That's totally right. But they're also developing an AI tool to make video generated content with called VEO that's just amazing. And you can already use VEO version 2 to make YouTube shorts. And maybe you already saw the tool that people are making videos with, the VEO tool, and it's just amazing. The type of content that gets out from that tool is unreal. Like I'm gonna post a couple of videos here. Here's a gorilla with a shark. Here's a girl licking a pole. I've already done a short form video on it, but it's just amazing. But you can also make trash content with their own tool. You can make that. You can do that. I can do that. You can do that. You can just enter and make trash content with it. So what's up? And here's where I really sympathize with people's uncertainty of what is going to get scrapped and what is going to stay in the YouTube monetization program. Because whenever YouTube gives these kind of updates on their policies and their guidelines, they're really vague in their words. They really look to leave these boundaries blurry and not stand for something. They're looking for a way out if somebody calls them out. And I totally get their situation too. But I think that YouTube should be more like clear on what is original and what is not. If anybody from YouTube is watching this, I hope you guys have taken the first step to really updating your monetization policies, because they are sometimes really outdated when it comes to AI and really vague. So please work on that, because we, the viewers and the consumers, really sometimes get frustrated about it. All right, let's get specific on what you can do and what you can't do. So YouTube has given us an update clarifying on what's protected. This update does not affect commentary content, clips with transformations, compilation content, reaction content. This does not people who use AI properly in a creative way, and this does not affect faceless channels. They are completely fine. But channels who are actually at a risk of losing monetization for their content are the channels, for example, who automate stories with fake stories or stolen stories from Reddit with all of these slideshows and fake AI narration that actually look blatantly fake. And you can really easily notice these types of channels by just looking at their content. All the thumbnails are the same, made with AI, and they're pretty shitty. The narration is AI, and I'm talking not 11 Labs, my cloned voice AI type of AI voiceover. I mean, this fake, really fake AI voiceover that everybody can hear it's fake. I'm gonna put it right now here.
Bombardiro crocodilo.
Okay. And of course, minimal editing and stolen Reddit stories or AI made boring stories. Just genuinely shitty content. Now, because I work with business owners, if you're a business owner trying to build a brand on YouTube, you have to listen up, because I'll tell you how this impacts you. And I see a lot of business owners actually making AI narrated. They don't want to show their face for any type of reason. I don't know, they hate filming or whatever. They use these slideshows showing their products, or for example, real estate agents show their products using slideshows and fake AI narrated stories and descriptions and stuff like that. Please don't do it. So this is your wake-up call. Don't get in the situation of YouTube mistaking your slideshows with fake AI voiceovers as faceless automated YouTube channels that I talked to you about right now, the story type of channels that they want to demonetize and want to get rid of on their platform. So it's really important also that you start showing up on camera, that you start talking about your brand, you yourself. I'm talking right here, standing, filming, and I know filming is really hard. Like, it's hard for me right now. It's been 3 hours and I'm filming this video. Yeah, I'm not kidding. But when you stand in front of your brand, you build a legit audience. People build trust with you. And if you're, for example, as I said, a real estate agent, people will want to buy from you. People don't buy products. People don't buy descriptions. They don't buy the offers. They buy the people. They buy me when they want a consultation about YouTube. They buy me when they want my agency to do work for them. So people buy people, not products. So stand up in front of your brand, add weight to it by adding your name and your face to it. And if you're only making videos by putting these pictures in a slideshow and using captions with a robotic AI voiceover because you heard that you should use AI and that AI is cool, then YouTube might mistake your content for the content that I talked about that they don't want on their platform. But I think I found 2 more reasons to why YouTube is making these updates and changes right now. And the first one is really self-explanatory. It's the viewer experience issue. If people watch videos and they tend to find lower quality videos, the watch time will go down. If the watch time on YouTube goes down, less users are on YouTube. If less users are on YouTube, less people watch the ads, advertisers are not happy. Advertisers are not happy, impacting YouTube's reputation and ads. If there is also less people on YouTube, less people buy premium, and less people also buy the other products that YouTube has, and such, and maybe even less people create. That is the first problem. The second problem is, I think, the one that is more interesting. I think that in the back end, advertisers are complaining to YouTube because there is a lot of low quality videos, and advertisers don't want their ads that they are paying for to be shown on low quality videos. Imagine somebody pays a lot of money for their ad campaign. They make a lot of good visuals, quality ads. They don't want those ads shown on bad videos. It's just self-explanatory and logical. So YouTube is trying to protect their reputation and protect the reputation of their platform and protect the integrity and the user experience so that they can, adhere to advertisers and also to the viewers. So I think that's logical. So the final question remains, how do you make your videos so bulletproof so that you don't even need to think about all of this stuff? Because, thinking about the hook, the idea, the strategy behind the video, the structure of the video, the script, the description, the hooks, the whatever is already enough thinking for a video. Nobody wants to think every time they make a video. Nobody wants to think about the policies and the guidelines and this and that. So I have 3 strategies that will make sure that you don't even have to think about it. And the first one is called the commentary shield strategy. And it's that you always add commentary or narration in the middle, at the beginning, at the end of your video. So just, make a real voiceover or show up in front of the camera if you're making reaction videos and say, or making compilations, say, hey, you guys, today we're gonna go over, cheetah compilation running from Lion's video, or something like that. This adds the meaningful transformation part of the video that keeps your content safe. The next one is custom AI voice approach. So please avoid AI generic voices. Avoid those robot voices from 2020. Please go to 11 Labs, the software that really does this nicely, and input a 20-minute voiceover of yours, like, for example, this of mine, and it will make you a perfectly same voice as the voice you already have. The pronunciation, the words, it will all be exactly the same. And then you can add that narration, you can add that voice that will not sound fake, and that will add the personalized touch to your video. So just research how you can do it with 11 Labs. And the third is to use common sense. If you're not sure whether your content is quality enough, then the answer is no. Just add more quality, add more value, more personality, more transformation, and then you will be sure. And avoid low quality AI content. Please, you know how it looks. Avoid making your content look like that. And that's the 3 strategies. So the truth is that if you're adding value, so if you're entertaining or educating people and you're using AI to do it, your content will be safe because you're actually doing something meaningful, adding value, as I said. So YouTube isn't declaring war on AI videos. They are declaring war on low quality, low originality, mass-produced slop, trash content. And to be honest, it's about damn time. So if you have any more questions regarding this update, ask me in the comments. If you have any comments on the content that I made, have any opinions, please make sure to leave them in the comments. I look at all the comments. If you like the video, you find it informative, valuable, click the like button so that YouTube doesn't remove my content because it's low quality. And also, if you want more of these types of videos where I break down content and I bring value in terms of how to make content and bring some YouTube news and maybe react to some things, please make sure to subscribe and become a part of this audience. Catch you later.